And welcome back to the Final Host Podcast. How are you doing, guys? My name is Javon, your host, and I'm here with my co-host, Ryan, Andrew,
Yo.
and Javier.
I'm back again.
Today we got a lot to get through. So let's just get into it. First of all, shout out to Ivory Coast for winning the African Cup of Nations.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah, it was a really good final. I watched it, and Ivory Coast went through some trouble before the round of 16. They fired their coach, and they got a new coach meanwhile, and happily he delivered the team to a title, which was really good.
Yeah, they delivered. That interim coach just came in out of nowhere after all the drama.
Yeah.
I think they were the third best team to qualify. That's how they got into the next round.
Yeah.
Kudos to them. We also have Qatar winning the Asia Cup versus Jordan 2-1. Well, I'm sorry, 3-1. 3 penalties.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. And of course, we have a whole host of things. And Champions League is back this week.
It is back tomorrow, finally.
The champion.
Yeah, for the first time, we're on the other side of the coin, and Andrew, we have to see the red half of London going in there. They're not going to win it as usual, but
Wow.
it is what it is.
Well, I already said it already that we ain't gonna win it. I just know.
I think they'll go out respectably, though. I don't think they're gonna go out like no Punk or something, but they'll go out respectably.
Yeah,
As long as
funny
we don't
enough.
face Bayern.
Funny
I got a
enough.
reputation for London. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Funny enough, we actually beat the reigning European champions this season, West Ham. We beat Man City as well, and who won the Conference League again? That's
It was
West Ham.
Yeah.
Who won Europa League?
Oh, Sevilla.
Sevilla.
We beat them as well too. Yeah.
Oh, we got triple.
Okay, we'll get into that in the latter part of the show. We'll get into that in the latter part of the show. But we're gonna start with the hottest league right now. Well, I'm not saying the hottest
Definitely.
league.
Well,
I'm gonna call it the hottest league in Europe right now, the Bundesliga. Oh my God!
definitely.
And we're gonna start with Bayern Leverkusen. This match was Bayern versus Bayern, Leverkusen versus Munich, and I gotta say, Munich got their ass whooped. They got played off the park.
Definitely. Yeah.
Alonso masterclass. What did you think about this, Javier?
That was shocking. I was shocked the entire game. Tuchel was completely outplayed in that match. And funny enough, like after the match, Xabi Alonso was actually explaining how he actually ripped Bayern apart, which was the funniest thing ever. That he knew Bayern was going to play a back three in that match, and I was like, wow. Well, Tuchel didn't see it coming. Bayern didn't see it coming. I mean, Bayern board is pissed right now. Oliver Kahn, they weren't expecting none of that. But kudos to Leverkusen still. They played a really good match. They went out wanting to win the game. I mean, obviously they want to win the Bundesliga this season, and I really like how the team was set up. Xhaka, brilliant as usual. Florian Wirtz, brilliant. Although I am on Bayern Munich side, I am happy that there's a team right now actually competing good enough to win the Bundesliga. As you know, Dortmund is not so promising at times, but it's good that Leverkusen is challenging to win the league, and it's looking really promising that they can definitely win it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, 100% agree. I guess my favorite thing about that match is how the wingbacks attacked Bayern. Remember, Bayern switched to a back three, essentially tried to counter. They essentially tried to deal with how Leverkusen were going to play.
Yeah.
Leverkusen said, "You're the mighty Bayern. 11 years on the trot. We don't care who you are. We are going to play how we've been playing since minute one of last season, since Xavi Alonso took over. Especially this season, they kicked it up another gear. Do you know the fortitude you have to have and the mentality you have to see Bayern come to town in the Bundesliga and stand and go toe-to-toe with them and completely play them off the park? Hurricane was non-existent. Dewar Signer tried, but he should be better.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but he was nullified that entire match, to be honest. And it's really surprising that he has came in to replace Lewandowski because they're missing that 30 goal a season striker. I believe he has like 20 odd goals plus in all competitions right now or so like that, or just in Bundesliga. But he wasn't seeing that much to be honest. And
But just to touch on that, would Harry
Yeah.
Kane be a failure if he ended up with 33 goals this season and they lost the title?
I would say no.
I would say no because he has beaten Lewandowski fastest time to like 20 goals in a season right now. So I mean that's a big achievement from a striker right now. Stuttgart striker last season, is it Grisey? He didn't even beat it, and he was Guirassy, right? He was on goal scoring form. So I mean, I wouldn't call it a failure.
I see where he's going out with it. He's making it a Spurs thing.
But
I do
before,
wonder how many big games he's actually scored in for Bayern. That's what I'm really trying to think back
he's
to.
been scoring in big games. There's been a lot of games this season where he's been the reason why they won that game. The reason why I said I think it wouldn't be a failure because second place, this in the Bundesliga, this is the highest point total for second place in the Bundesliga to this season in years.
Yeah.
And so it's literally what I said on the return of our podcast, the first episode. For Bayer Leverkusen to do it the way they do it in is undisputable.
Right.
They're just the better team. Point blank. What are you gonna do about it? Right?
I love it.
Look at it this way. Even if you win all your games, you're praying for Leverkusen to lose 2 games. Or lose 1 and draw 1, because you're 5 points clear.
Right? They haven't lost yet.
Exactly.
They haven't lost a game in Europe right now or anywhere. They're 31 games unbeaten right now. Yeah.
Yep. And if you look at the rest of the table, Stuttgart are ahead of Dortmund on 43 points. Dortmund is on 40, fourth on 40 points. So Leverkusen is 15 points clear.
Crazy.
At this point in the season.
Wow.
So what are you gonna say? You gotta give it to him. Just gotta give it to him, you know?
No, that's like I said, I think I said it last time on the pod. Like what Leverkusen is doing, they're an anomaly right now.
Yeah,
true.
I love every second of it. I love the wingbacks. I love particularly Frimpong.
Like Grimaldo, bro.
Yeah,
Grimaldo is class.
And I want to shout out Man City Academy because they clearly been putting out some serious talent. I think he went through their academy real quick.
Yes,
I don't know how
sir.
long he was there, but they've been turning out some serious talent lately in terms of like they've been spreading out throughout the different leagues.
That's a brilliant point, Andrew, and I agree. From Cole Palmer to Oscar Bob to Grimaldo,
Odin even in the first team too, like stuff like that.
Exactly, and they can easily embed themselves into other teams and be better. So absolutely brilliant. Switching gears over to La Liga, because this weekend was a crazy weekend, bro.
Let's
just start. There was a crazy weekend. It was first versus second. Girona, the surprise package, the Leicester, as you would call it, of La Liga versus the mighty Real Madrid. You think it's gonna be a David and Goliath clash? You think it's gonna be Thor versus Hulk? You think it's gonna be an all-timer? And Girona got their ass handed to them on a silver platter.
They cracked
G's on top, bro. Yeah. This was a beat. I don't know if you guys watch the game, but I watched the game because, as you guys know, I'm a Real Madrid fan. Vinicius Jr. and Jude Bellingham,
they're just tearing it up. Jude Bellingham is like
Jude is having a really good season. 20 goals, 8 assists. That's crazy.
Disturbingly good. I think he's like the first person to get 15 goals as a midfielder for them in like I don't know how long.
Yeah, quite a while now.
His games to goal ratio, he's the best English midfielder that played for Real Madrid. Games thus far.
Wow.
Yeah. Games to goal.
Do you guys also see Real Madrid's backline? Carvajal, Tchouaméni, Vasquez, and Lunin as their goalie? Like, come on. And they're
don't forget Rudiger back there.
Yeah.
Rudiger is a beast.
They had a makeshift back four.
They got some injuries.
Yeah.
They
got Alaba's out from the back. Chadder call off, and Alaba's out. I know Militao's out. Rudiger injured? Or did he play?
Rudiger's out too.
I think he's out now.
Yeah, so it was a makeshift. They had Tchouaméni and Carvajal playing in the back.
Oh,
along with Nacho. So
and Old Man Cruz in the middle.
Exactly. All that.
The guy's class.
They go ahead
His passing has been really, has always been good. You know, keeping possession. Got a great cruise for that, and he's one of the best midfielders for them.
Yeah,
The
most
past years now.
definitely.
Yeah,
Most definitely. So, hey man, hats off to Real Madrid. I gotta give a shout out to Ancelotti because if you saw how this game went, Ancelotti normally plays Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo in a two with Bellingham, just that little fast false nine attacking midfielder role. But
Okay.
they played them narrow. What they did in this game, he had Vinny and Rodrigo touching the sideline, hugging the sideline. They had chalks on their boots, and Bellingham would just occupy that space in the middle with that dirty late run, and it worked to a charm. Girona, I think it's Dubravka. Please don't get. I don't want to get it mixed up. But they're number 9. They're number 9. He was starved of all service. Girona's number 90. That the flashy winger. He's a really brilliant player. His name is escaping me at the moment. They had nothing to do in this match. They did nothing in this match. Real Madrid showed up and showed out, for lack of a better term. Also in La Liga, Atletico Madrid lost 1-0 to Sevilla. After back-to-back performances against Real Madrid, the win in Copa del Rey, and then the fighting back in the league for the 1-1 draw, then to lose to Sevilla. You thought they win this game and make grounds in Barcelona for a strong case to finish third. This did not happen, bro.
Man, and they crapped the bed. You thought they would keep pace with Madrid. They tied again with Granada 3-3.
Yeah, Barcelona. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Like it just sounds like they're just
Barcelona,
handing it to Real Madrid at this point.
yeah. It's over. I would say Lamine Yamal, he's the bright spot for Barcelona this
He's
season.
carrying them right now. He's carrying them on their back right now.
He's what, 16 too, right?
16,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yo,
That's
I believe he scored 2 goals in the last match or so like that.
That's ridiculous.
this young generation coming in as teens are actually crazy. Like, and also the market for them has been really wild. I know Chelsea has inflated it a lot, but just in general, more teams in general, I feel like have been buying these like younger talents, especially coming out of Brazil too. It's just been wild.
Yeah. So I have a question for you guys. Do you think these young talents could play? Do you think the reason why these young talents are more fast tracked into the first team is it because the style of football or the culture of the football has changed, or do you think it's just their talent propelling them into the team? Because I personally don't believe that they could go into a first team back in like the early 2000s, the mid 2000s, because it was more physical then than it is now, and they're not as productive now.
No, it's definitely a generational thing, I think, because like the players that are raised now are like from birth being trained to be footballers versus like I feel like when people grew up in like the 80s, 90s, it was still kind of half trade, you were kind of half betting on football still, so you weren't like really 100% invested as they were now. And also they've seen the payoff for players that did play, essentially train from birth till professional, what that does for them. So now the clubs are more invested in getting players early in, giving them the attention they need to develop them and see what the upside is. Like, and I keep quoting Chelsea on this, but they treating these young players like venture capital. They investing in them, trying to see if they can turn a good profit on them. They're still trying to build a team to win too, but that it's a business now. That's how they see it. They can see the potential. They know they're gonna build with it. At least that's my opinion on it. But
that's a good take.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, in Yamal's case, I would figure it's more of like, it's a generational thing, but he's a pure talent.
That's genuine talent.
He's not afraid to take on people, and he's doing one or two of them. These are grown adults, grown professional adults, and he's taking them on with ease.
Yeah, he's ripping them apart on that one.
Well, from my point of view, looking at La Mesa, Barcelona's academy, they have a football culture that you be learning tiki-taka from you're like 6, 7, 8 years old, basically. So, I mean, going through the ranks, you know how to, you're educated on how to, play the style of football until you reach the first team. In Lamal's case, and all of Barcelona players that came through the academy, these things are embedded into them. Not only Barcelona, it's a similar thing happening at Arsenal as well. Jack Wilshere, Diaby, Fabregas, or even from La Mesa to Arsenal. These players, they learn at a really young age, and when they reach the first team, they're really mature. Just like right now, Arsenal has Ethan Neri, Jose Dewberry, really young players. Ethan's like 16. He played recently against West Ham within the last few remaining minutes, and when he's playing, you can see that he's really mature. That he has been training with the first team, and he has been through all of the stages in the academies right now, and learning how to play the Arsenal way of type of football right now, and he's getting the minutes in the senior team, and that's how you develop players over time. You can't just keep them within the youth team. You have to carry them and they train the first team, and get some minutes in senior football, and that's how you groom players when they're like 16, 17, 18, going onwards.
Yeah.
In the case you made against Chelsea, Chelsea bought a lot of young players right now, and yes, they are a capital that you can sell them later when they're good, but in the long term, when the players prove to be good, you don't have to buy any other players in the future, so like that. So it's a win-win situation when you look at it.
Yeah, I certainly agree. But the how it worked in the past versus now, something you said you embed them in the first team.
Yeah.
I guess that's where I'm coming from. In the past, you'd see young players come through, but they're playing the last 10 minutes of a game. Maybe if you're good enough, the last 20 minutes. Maybe you're playing the Carabao Cup group game. Round 5. You understand? Yeah. You're playing the last Champions League game after your team has qualified. We see these young players playing top games, playing El Clasicos, playing London derbies. So it just dawned on me that things have really changed.
Right.
Yeah. Moving on, let's visit Syria a little. Inter defeated Roma 2-0 to go 7 points clear of Juventus, who dropped points against Udinese today.
Yeah.
And
they're pulling away.
They're pulling away.
They're starting to pull away, man. It's looking like it's theirs this year.
A little transfer update. Inter actually signed Zelinski today to add to their midfield.
Oh wow!
So yeah, that's a really good signing for them. Inter always sign good players on free.
Aren't they bankrupt?
Inter, yes, they are, but he was a free. They signed him on a free. So I don't know why, but Inter is so good at signing players, good players on a free. I don't know how they do it, but they just do it. Yeah.
You gotta put some clause in there, like if we win the league or something, if they get a trophy, they get good payouts or something, maybe.
Yeah. We're talking about on a slightly similar note. We're talking about Javier and I were discussing Juventus transfer policy over the last couple of years, and if it ain't a free agent or they get some form of discount, they ain't signing them.
And the crazy thing as well, in Syria, it's like good players are always going to like Juventus or something like. I don't know why. Like look at Chiesa in his case, Florentina to
butchering these people's name, bro. It's Chiesa.
yeah, whatever. But like, I don't know why all these players, good players, are always moving to Juventus, and not just that. Milan is good right now. Players are going to that, but the smaller teams in Syria, they cannot keep the players for long, and it's really a sad thing because the competitiveness is just stick between like the biggest clubs in Italy. But
at least it's better than the Bundesliga, which is just Bayern every year. At least that. Okay.
It used to be Juventus every year until Milan won the league.
Really.
So yeah.
But I mean, the French league has been very similar as well, too, in terms of, and that's still pretty much PSG monopoly almost.
PSG and the rest at this point.
Like I would rank it Bayern. Like the German league's probably the worst. Then I would say French. Then Italian league in terms of like having oligopolies versus like a monopoly in terms of like a team that dominates.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
And I want to say something on Roma. They fired Mourinho, and it's not big of a difference. They probably should have just kept him. That's just my 2 cents.
Probably. Well,
hey,
Mourinho is a free agent now.
Yeah.
At least it's paid off. Yeah.
Allegedly, he's offered himself to Bayern Munich. if things doesn't work out with Thomas Tuchel.
The papers have been saying he's offered him up to every club. They said he offered himself up to United when they were talking about Ten Hag a bit. They said they offered him up to Chelsea when they were talking about
I don't think he's going to Bayern.
I even heard Newcastle too.
Yeah, this has been a big talking point in the Chelsea space. Andrew, would you want him back at Chelsea?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. Hell no.
We have a U23 team, and you're talking about Mourinho.
Our team does not fit the mold of Jose Mourinho.
Like, we have a U23 team. We cannot do this. We can't do Mourinho.
Well, he makes superstars out of those young players, though.
But he makes superstars when older players are embedded throughout the squad. We have a squad of under 23s.
If we had Olivier Giroud,
Koulibaly
still, and all the old heads, if we had all the old heads still,
if we still had them, then maybe. But no.
Definitely not.
That's not gonna work. All right, switching gears to the Premier League, everyone's favorite topic. Some man side kill something this weekend. Oof. Another side struggle to go through. Well, all right, where we starting, boys? Where we starting?
Yo, let's just cover United and their dumb.
Oh wow, you want to get rid of them real quickly.
What did United do to you, bro?
One of my boys is a United fan, so it really gets to me sometimes that he just
How do you feel?
They just keep escaping from like accountability.
Yeah.
Financial decisions and constantly gets bailed out of it. It's like they don't ever get to take accountability for what they actually doing. Like they don't deserve most of the points, most of the games, the results that they get.
That's
when you look at them play.
They always get saved last minute because if it was, can we all agree that Villa played them off the park?
Yeah,
like Villa outplayed them.
I'm glad Villa lost though. I'm still glad they lost.
Yeah, Villa lost, but no. All biasness aside, we can collectively agree that Villa outplayed them.
Yeah,
Villa were a better team.
No,
they just didn't take their chances.
Once United scored, they sat back. They soaked up pressure. Onana had a good game. The defenders were doing pretty good too, and Ollie Watkins had chances to score. I think Bailey had 1 or 2 chances to score it, and
I would expect the defense that has Varane in it. Even if he's not playing, like I just expected better from United. I don't know. They just. I guess the same thing I gotta think about with Chelsea. They're just not the same when I think about like Sir Alex Ferguson days and all that. It's just not gonna ever be like that. Even with after like a decade of rebuilding, like it's just never gonna get to those heights again.
No. What lives rent free in my head is that Douglas Luiz shake and bake after he scored. You're like,
But then United brought it back, and this is like multiple games that he's done it with Scott McSauce. And he's just coming in clutch for them, man.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes did nothing in that game. Hasn't been doing much lately. Would you play Scott McTominay in that number 10 role and bench Fernandes?
No, because then he won't score.
So, no.
You need him off the bench.
Fernandes out, you take out like the heart of the team. Like they might run out a little bit like a headless chicken, but they gonna just fall over and like die over at that point. Like Fernandes really does keep the team together, even when he doesn't do much.
Yeah,
it's about being a threat and being around.
No, well, okay. I'm just saying, McTominay gets you goals. He's physical. He's got the height.
Bench.
Look, I hope they start McTominay more because then they'll lose more games. So I'm with you.
Oh wow!
Bruno's a better facilitator. You want someone like him. You want someone like him on the field.
I think he has one of the highest forward chances in the league right now. Well, not chances, but forward passes in the league right now. So he can get the ball upfield. That's what they really need as well. And they got Hoyland. Whatever his name is.
He's starting to score goals too.
He started to score goals too. He started to find the back of the net more. Rasmus Hoyland.
Walmart Holland.
Acclimated himself to the Premier League.
Yeah. Rashford, my guy.
He's having a stinker. For me. He's having a stinker.
No, it's a no for me.
That's what's going on with him right now.
And you know who also didn't deserve to get out of the result? Tottenham versus Brighton.
Oh my God, he went straight for it. He just went straight for it. He didn't even transition smoothly. He didn't like bring up a point. He just went right for the throat.
He's like, you know who else is having shit?
I'm not wasting no time on. They don't deserve words. They don't deserve my words on this. I'm gonna get straight to the point. They don't deserve a transition.
Enough,
they don't deserve nothing.
You know, I expected more goals out of that game.
Bro,
that
you're
game was
such a
bit of
hater.
snooze fest.
Yeah.
I'm a proud hater.
Nah, but for real,
Yeah.
can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of like watching Tottenham play the football. I like watching play.
Yeah,
It's on the edge football. They're either gonna lose or they're gonna win.
I
Just play football, mate.
It's true. It's a guilty pleasure. As biased as I am, I like Ange. I like how he coaching them. I like the mentality he plays with. I like how they don't give up. I like the character that he instills into them. They still Spurs, and they still shouldn't be winning trophies, and I hope that's the case. But he does make me nervous. He doesn't seem like somebody that fits the traditional Spursy mold.
Yeah. He feels like the one that could break the curse for Spurs.
No.
If
We
that
want
happens, the world will fall apart.
The world will fall apart, yes, indeed. Yeah.
Do you think Spurs is gonna win a trophy before we get back to it, Andrew? Before Chelsea comes back?
They'll never win a trophy.
Bro, I promise you, if Pochettino wins that trophy with Chelsea, it is done.
I mean, you have Liverpool to play against.
I'm telling you, we're gonna build momentum. We're gonna play with such high confidence in that final, and it's a one-off game. I'm not even saying confident enough that we're gonna win after the.
Y'all gotta go out in that final.
After that Wolves game, I will never be confident that we're gonna win for the rest of the season.
Ever.
At least the rest of the season. But I think the players themselves will be very confident going into that game. Because even in the game today, they were confident when they went down one, and they still kept coming back. So it's those little things that they can keep showing that a little bit of grit.
Mm-hmm.
They should
have hope.
All right, so let's roll it back. Hold on. Let's hold on. Let's bring it back. There's been 3 games since Chelsea played 3 games since the last time we recorded. The ass whooping from Wolves.
It was a good ass whooping.
It was.
The dominant performance against Villa.
No one saw that coming. Not even
whatever the fuck this was today against Crystal Palace.
We get bum time.
I'm just gonna remember the second half. That's how I'm gonna remember it.
The first half. So, guys, do you want to start with Aston Villa? Because that Wolves result was like, I'm not addressing this. We lost.
No, how I could summarize those 3 games is that the first half of Crystal Palace was just the continuation of the Wolves game into that. Essentially, because it was just pure trash going in, and then we remembered what we did against Aston Villa in the second half, and we kind of turned it up a bit in the second half.
Because Poch changed tactics in the Aston Villa game, where we had essentially it's a 4-3-3, but without the ball it was a 4-4-2, right? With Jackson and Palmer pressing and Madueke with tucking on that right side.
Yeah.
And in that Aston Villa game where it was more open, it is to note that when we have space and when we can attack in this new formation or in this new tactics, we will attack and some teams we will dominate. Because Madueke and Malagusto caused havoc down that right-hand side against Aston Villa.
And Villa lately, too, they've been choking at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 games in a row for them.
They're slowly crumbling. I love it.
Because of Unai Emery. We're not talking about that right now. But yeah, we outplayed Villa in that FA Cup replay from start to finish. It's well said and really good to note. Today's game, on the other hand, I do not know what I was watching in the first half. The only thing I know is that we clearly struggled against a low block. It was a 4-5-1. And we struggled. That first half was atrocious. We were playing the ball too slowly. Oh, it is to note, Poch started utilizing Enzo Fernandez how it's meant to be used. Beside that 2, we just playing with 2 6s with Enzo spraying balls. But even then, in this game in the first half, it was horrible because we would get it up to the forwards and they'd be slow and lethargic with the ball. What did you think, Andrew?
I think it might be that when I'm not sure if it's just coincidental when Thiago Silva plays, but when he's in there, I feel like Poch tries to put in like these very complex tactics to like and it ultimately just overcomplicates things. It makes players keep thinking that there's going to be pass on someone when there's not. They don't make the right runs because they're just not trained and well drilled to do so. But then when Thiago Silva isn't in the game, we play a much more simple and basic game in terms of like basic overlaps, wingers running, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And we just play a lot better with that.
And we do play a higher line.
Like, in general, yeah, we play a much higher line. We play more aggressive. We press much better. Like, and I'm not saying this is at all like Thiago Silva's fault because, I mean,
he's 39, bro.
Yeah, like
what
he
is
who he is. Like at the end of the day, but it's just that I've noticed these things because if you look at our performance straight up, Thiago Silva played the Wolves game, didn't play Villa, and then he played the first half until he got injured essentially in Crystal Palace, and then when he came
off, the game changed. You're right. I do notice that when Thiago Silva plays, Poch tries to cover him in the sense that whatever may happen, do not let anyone get a one-on-one with him, because unless he commits a foul, they're just gonna run right past him.
You think his injury is more of like a blessing for you guys then?
Pardon?
You think his injury was more of a blessing for you guys then?
Not necessarily, because I think if Badiashile didn't get injured, he would have started this game. Yeah. The game would have probably flowed better, and then would have just brought on Thiago Silva to shore it up as a back three, as to what he did in the last half, the last 20 minutes of that Aston Villa game, which is I love that, because if you can bring in Thiago Silva to close out a game,
that would be perfect.
Do it, yeah.
Right?
Oh,
right?
okay.
Right?
You want a calm head like him, yeah.
And he's going to be missed. If he's injured, he's going to be missed for the City game. Because if at the City game, I'm going with Colwood, Desassi, the two fullbacks, Ashik and Malagusta, because he may be injured. I'm going with that. And then if somehow we're 1-0 up or somehow it's 1-1 and you know what, we decide, hey, let's leave with a draw, I'm putting Silva on, switching to a three at the back and shutting up shop.
Okay.
So, we'll see, because Malagusto came off and Alfie Gilchrist came on today. So, we'll see if Augusto is injured, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be anything.
What's it for injury, or was it you just saving him?
I don't know. He tapped his left hamstring. I don't know if he's injured. I hope not. But Gilchrist came on. He did some good things, and we won 3-1 today. Second half, I don't even know, bro. I'll let you analyze this game because I'm done. This was confusing as hell.
I mean, second half for Palace, I mean, it was just we showed grit for once. We didn't shy away. We did pretty much the opposite of what we saw in the first half. We were shying away from the ball. Players looked scared to come and get the ball. It was the complete opposite. And the main difference, I would say, and I don't know what is the deal. I don't know what connection Gallagher has with Palace, but whenever we play against them or he plays for them, he can just be a goal-scoring midfielder for some reason.
Yes, that first strike today was beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful, that first strike. Because the thing is, that is coming behind him. He got to get his balance right. He got to get the right technique on it. And then he got the power to get it past the keeper when it's still in his range to, like, slap it away. Like, I loved it. It's the kind of finish that we haven't been finishing for the past, 2 years. Like, how many times have we seen that kind of chance skied over instead? Yep. And that's what I liked about it. And then the second goal, too.
Because carbon copy of the first.
Bro, I love Sterling has barely done anything the past 7 games, but he's finally made a good pass.
The only thing he did was roll the defender, and that's it. He didn't even carry the ball; he just laid it off.
Palmer. I'm not even saying the move up to that was that great because I expect that from him in terms of that shimmy, but that pass to Palmer, I was just something.
He
didn't mess up in the final third and the last
but
whatever
to be honest
100 minutes.
To be honest, if Pochettino starts him next game, I'm gonna be pissed. That does not deserve a start. I'm still going with I'm either going with Madueke or I'm bringing in Nkunku and putting Palmer out wide. The only issue I have with Palmer out wide, he does not have a 1v1 in him. And again, City, you're probably going to need that. So I may bring Madueke back in and play Nkunku off the left and have Palmer. I would have Nkunku, Palmer, and Madueke.
I kind of like Jackson off the left.
That's true.
I like I just repeat that he's been doing this for Villarreal too. He usually comes from the left, but when he comes in and can be like the second person that runs in to make the run towards the box, he can actually get like into some space and get onto a ball. Because he did that against Villa as well. He was that second striker that came in from the left wing and he got a free header. And you know he can't score headers.
Yeah, and against City, the game is going to be more open. So maybe we could go with what we went with against Aston Villa to see if we could get something out of that game.
Yeah.
But the performances should be better because we play a lot better with a 4-4-2. Because even with the two in midfield, we'll have Enzo and Caicedo sit, and then Gallagher and Palmer would press the ball, and the wingers would drop back and help out where it needs to be. So we'll see what we do against Chelsea. But we'll get off of Chelsea for now because I see the Arsenal boys are ready to talk about that London thrashing. Derby. Ryan, Javier, take the floor.
Oh, so Javier, last week you missed it. Me and Javon were talking about how I said to Javon I didn't think it was a domination against Liverpool.
I watched it. Yeah,
man,
I agree.
This one was domination.
Yeah, this one was total domination. No mistakes, no nothing. Finally.
Oh man, what a game! Man. It took a while for it to get started, but once the ball got rolling with some of the corners that we had, Saliba, Gabriel, then Saka chipping in.
Yeah, Gabriel, as I said on the first episode, the return, that Gabriel is really important to the team. He is the third highest goal scorer in Arsenal history right now. He has 4 goals this season, more than some other players right now. But Gabriel, he's been solid. I'm really glad he's been performing really well. Really needed that. And Saliba, good as normal. No complaints about him. Best thing as well is Saka. Saka was brilliant that game. He was ticking. Happy for him as well. 210 Arsenal appearance, 50 goals and 49
assists.
The
50 goals mark.
That's a really good stat for a 22-year-old right now, and he's been doing really well.
Rice got 2 assists, man, and he scored a banger.
Man, that goal, I can't stop looking at that goal, man. That's a real banger right here. I'm really happy he scored.
Former team too, man.
Yeah.
That was good. And Odegaard was running the show, man.
Yeah, he
started finding his space.
Yeah, he created 7 chances that game. And the funny thing is that Odegaard has the most chances created right now. We just need a striker. We need a striker. I keep saying this, but we need a striker. We need one. We need a striker, to be honest, for finishing those chances. We need an X factor in up front right now, to be honest. We really do.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's what will probably get us over the edge too. I don't know who is it going to be, and all I know is
I don't know. Yeah, because January we couldn't do anything in January window, and there's not much option. So summer, definitely we need a striker to come through the door. The first thing, a striker. Yeah, but Trossard has been really good.
He scored a good goal too.
Yeah, he's been really good. Really crucial in Liverpool's game. In West Ham game, he was brilliant. I like when Trossard plays. Something about him is he's just technically good. He knows to find a spot to shoot. He's really good. Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys as well. There's been a lot of talk, especially when we win our games, about over celebrating.
Ah, man.
I want to hear from Andrew and Javon, since you guys aren't Arsenal fans. Yeah. Is that like a big stigma, or are people just like...
I mean, I feel like you get nitpicky, ultimately, when you're talking about over-celebrating and all that, because, these players, at the end of the day, they get so much stick from fans because it means so much. So, I feel like you should be able to, celebrate just as much as, they get so much flack when they don't win. So, you should be able to enjoy your moment. And then that's why they have yellow cards when you celebrate too much. So that's
I'm
why
talking
they
about
have
celebrations after the game.
After the game,
Jamie Carragher was giving stick to Odegaard because he didn't go down the tunnel.
The celebration police. Yeah.
Let me tell you this.
What they do after the game is their business.
The funny.
It is what it is. As long as the mentality doesn't drop in the next game, that's all I would be worried about. As long as you don't see that kind of thing happen, let people celebrate.
You know the funny thing too? After the West Ham game, there's like no big celebration, but the Liverpool game, big celebration. Yeah, Liverpool is a tough team to beat. It's a really tough team, and we beat them. And I
Convincingly.
mean, what is there to celebrate? You have to celebrate. You have to celebrate regardless. I mean, I know it's Jimmy Carragher team, but like, why give us stick for celebrating? When Klopp beats a team, he's celebrating like crazy, punching in the ear. So why can't we celebrate? That's
Let me
not
just
fair.
say this. Let me just say this. A few years, the 2021-2022 Champions League final. No, I'm lying. The 2022-2023 Champions League run when we were facing Real Madrid. Am I getting the dates mixed up? One of them.
No,
The Champions
no.
League where Real Madrid came back and whooped our ass at the
Yeah.
last minute. When
Yeah,
early in that game
we
when
beat them
team
3-1 and they still
went through, yes. You remember when Timo Werner scored that goal? Like when out of nowhere he became terrible Timo again. I celebrated so much. I was like, Timo Werner. I was all over the place. When you look in the crowd, the Chelsea fans are going wild. Look on online, it's a celebration. It's what you do. It's a part of the sports.
And there's
The
nothing
sport.
wrong with that.
There's
Nothing wrong with
Nothing wrong with
absolutely
it.
nothing
Nothing
wrong
wrong.
with it.
Yeah.
The only over celebration is when you take off your shirt or start taking off your clothes. Then we gotta calm down at that point. But otherwise, let people celebrate.
I feel like even a shirt off celebration, if there's some kind of symbolic nature to it, you should be allowed. Like for instance, like with
Yeah.
Balotelli, like when he does it, like I feel like that's fine. Like you got a message.
Yeah, it's classic. It's a
especially
classic.
when players got more like sentimental message, like what Luis
Yeah.
Diaz did with his father or something. Like I feel like that kind of stuff is fine. As
I,
long as
I,
it's like
I get the messages part. I just don't
down.
understand just taking off the shirt in general, especially when some of them they take like 5 seconds to take off the shirt.
Yeah.
Like they
You know,
waste so
the
much
people
time.
that when
I don't understand it.
what I don't understand is when people start taking off their shorts. You know,
that's
those
too much.
crazy
Okay, yeah.
celebrations.
There's kids
I like
around,
a
they
good
shouldn't be
prop
doing
one.
that.
Yeah. But yeah, celebrating is a part of the sport. I don't know.
It is, yeah.
If you're complaining about a team celebrating against you, then that means you're just salty. At that point, you're just salty.
True.
It is what it is.
True.
Like when your team is winning, I'm sure you're celebrating. You're running around doing
Of
all
course,
kind of
yeah.
nonsense with yourself. So
Not
it is.
And also, I'll take it a step further. Like, how much of it is really just them, like the media types, just needing to find something to nitpick and make clicks about and make some kind of
Yeah, like
controversy or
legit.
conflict? Because, like, honestly, like how many, like, are you telling me Jamie Carragher didn't celebrate for Liverpool whenever they?
Oh.
Not even that.
tell
You
him,
take it
man.
back to
Like,
2
you gotta
seasons
be
ago
wild.
when Klopp is celebrating
Yeah.
and he pulled his hamstring. Why wasn't it a thing there?
He's broken his glasses a couple once.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
At this point, it's a lot of sentimental nonsense.
True,
One
yeah.
bag of foolishness,
All a
if you
profit
ask me.
motive, man.
Mm.
All a
Yeah.
profit motive.
Personally,
Yeah,
I like
that-
seeing Klopp celebrate. I think it's awesome.
And honestly, you know what it is? It's like when Jose Mourinho tries to deflect. It's a deflection. Liverpool got destroyed. I'm saying it. I don't care who wants to say it's a lame take or whatever.
Yeah.
Arsenal outplayed them. I know you're gonna deflect with a celebration. Get out of here, man.
Yeah. Well, back to the West Ham game though. It was a really good game. I enjoyed it. 6 goals. You can't complain
All
about
right.
that.
Yeah. You won 6-1. You won 6-0. Yeah. We get it. No, back to the West Ham game. Yeah,
It's just to the next game right now. Just to the next game right now.
Moving on. City won against Everton 2-0.
Do we
The
need to talk
Terminator's
about this
back.
game?
Yeah. No, the reason why I brought it up because City
Yeah.
didn't score until in the latter half of that game.
I
Everton
mean-
frustrated him.
I mean,
It's not.
that's
I
kind of
mean,
normal
City,
too.
what, 10 games
Yeah,
in a run?
that's pretty normal for them, to be honest. You're not going to
They
expect them to
struggle
lose.
But
You got- you-
that's 10 games. That's 10 games winning on a run.
Yeah.
You guys catch Haaland's goal?
Which
Yeah.
one? The one where he just bodies Braithwaite off the block. Oh, beautiful.
Everton is like,
Whoa.
this is our $100 million guy right here, and he was just taking out like
Jeez.
trash.
like,
Jeez.
man.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
And then he just wraps his left foot and puts it in the far post, bro. Yeah,
Right.
beautiful.
if you're gonna get bullied by a player, it should be Holland. I mean,
True,
it's not like I
true,
don't think his stock went
true.
down too bad by that because like
That's
Holland
true.
has done that to Premier League defenders on his debuts. Like,
That's
Yeah,
true. It
yeah.
could have been Diego Jota. At least it's not Diego Jota.
oh no, then you might need to reevaluate your value in the marketplace. Then yeah, they
Exactly.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie, but Jota can find the back of the net though still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yo, he's
Got
he's
that
such
header.
class.
He got that header somehow. I don't even understand that.
He's 5'10".
He was the smallest guy in the box.
I'm telling you, it's absolutely crazy. But the reason why I wanted to bring it up, City weren't brilliant in this game. It was just 2 Holland goals. The pass
were
from KDB.
efficient.
Yeah, they were efficient. So, they are on their 10-game winning run. Let's see how they show up against Chelsea. They should win against Chelsea. In all honesty, but I just don't think it's gonna be as smooth as last season where they're just rolling teams over.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like with
I-
us,
I-
they'll either roll us over or it'll be very difficult. I don't see an in-between game here.
Exactly.
Unless they actually crap the bed, I don't see an in-between game.
Yeah, that's so Pochettino can frustrate
I
them.
believe
But
in you
off of
guys.
Chelsea, off of Arsenal,
I believe in you guys.
Sheffield United beat Luton. No one saw this coming.
Ah,
3-1,
They're on a run, man.
right?
well,
Yeah.
it's all right. I ain't really fancied it. I ain't really fancied it that much, to be honest.
Javier doesn't watch championship football.
Damn. Who do you guys think are getting relegated? Genuine question. No, who do you guys think are going down? I think
mean-
Everton might go, bro.
It's
They escape every year. You gotta catch them one year. One of these years, they gotta go, bro.
Are they at risk of getting charged again for this Premier
I
League
think so,
season?
I think so.
'Cause
Yeah.
if they
I
do
think
get
they might
charged
fight
again, it's done.
the second charge.
Yeah, they're gonna appeal
Yeah.
it, but I don't think they're gonna get.
They better try to fight it, cause boy.
Yeah, they what could work for them is they appeal it long enough, and then they reinstate. Then they change the rules in the summer, like they're planning to fit like the UEFA model. Then they might be able to get some wiggle room to finesse that and be like, yo, we're not even going by this anymore anyway. Just let us off. We took our 10 points during the season already. Like, what else do you want?
They're struggling right now.
They are struggling, and they can't afford any points, so they have to
True.
appeal this. They could
Yeah.
potentially escape at the end of the season. There's other teams like Nottingham Forest that aren't doing too good as well. Crystal Palace
Yeah.
don't look too good.
I don't think Palace is going to go down because, like, if
They have too
Eze,
much
like,
points
how long
still.
is Eze and Elise going to be out for? Because if they're back by the end of the season,
I think
or
2
if
weeks.
They have, if they're back when they have like still at least 8 games, if they can play 8 games for them, like yeah, they'll be fine.
No, they'll get points. It's
Yeah.
just their run of form right now isn't too good.
Yeah,
And
Chelsea
Everton
did
right
today,
now
so-
they haven't had a win in like 6 or 7 matches. They're struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna say Burnley, Everton, and Sheffield to go.
I think Luton will be.
I think
Luton
Luton will go down.
I think Luton,
I think Luton will survive, bro. For some
Luton
reason, I have a
is better
feeling
than
they'll
Everton.
I
survive.
want them to survive, to be honest.
No, because keep in mind, like Everton's actually a team that should be in like they should be tied with Fulham right now. That's not like they should be solid mid-table actually. So I don't think they're in terms of like the amount of games left, the point difference that they should get, given the form that they already showed up till now. They should do better than Luton because they've already been doing better than them. But again, if they get hit with another one,
Yeah, it's game over for them.
it's definitely game over. Unless maybe Forest also gets hit with it, because since they were a part of that too, and then they
They just
can
battle it out,
they
essentially.
and they beat Forest out, then they got it. But yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Hear me out with these points. Do you think they should be introduced at the beginning of the season so the team already knows what they're getting themselves into instead of being surprised
100%.
mid-season?
I think
Yeah,
I
they
think
should.
so.
They should.
Because also, if the team was going to get relegated anyway, and you deduct them during the season, and say if Everton was on 19 points without the deduction, and then they get relegated, I feel like that punishment should carry over to the time when they get relegated. And but the only issue is that if a team is promoted during that process, so I feel like that's probably a rule you can only have for the top league then or something, because I feel like getting promoted and then having something like that go against you makes no sense, because For a lot of teams that yo-yo like a Norwich, they'll take that because they knew they were going to get relegated anyway, and that's the part of their business model.
Yeah, or just do this. If it's a deduction, just start the season with negative points.
Yeah.
If you can make it up, you make it up. If you can't make it up, you make it up. Let's say you were in the Premier League, right? You get demoted or relegated to the championship.
Yeah, I feel like that
right?
way is
you
fine,
just start the championship with negative points.
Yeah,
make it
fine.
up. You know?
No, yeah, that's fine. I'm saying like if a Norwich gets promoted to the Premier League and they get found for that stuff, in that case, though, if they're going to be a side that's promoted, that it makes more sense to charge them in the same season before they get promoted.
Yeah, exactly. So then what they have to do?
Yeah, because if they get promoted with minus 10 points, that's still something that a lot of teams will still just do because they know it's profitable to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Just by getting in the Premier League no matter what. So like, I feel like for the top league you can have that, but not the bottom ones.
Yeah, I agree. So you guys still didn't answer the question. Who's getting relegated, boys?
Luton, Burnley, Sheffield.
Swapping Everton, Luton.
I agree.
The teams that came up, they're going back down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay. All right. I wanted to do this. I've been waiting to do this. What's the percentage of who's winning the league? So as it stands, I'm going 50 City, 25 Liverpool, 25 Arsenal.
Ooh,
Only because City's been there, done it before.
I'll still put City as favorites, 40, and then 30-30 Liverpool, Arsenal.
I'll go with that. I'll go with that too. Because right now this league, I don't even know what's going to go on. I don't know.
I put it like 60% City, or 65% City, 30% Liverpool, and like 5% Arsenal.
Wait.
Nah,
say that again.
Wow.
What, like 5%?
No.
5% Arsenal. You realize they're the same points as Liverpool, right?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm sorry, the same points as City.
We're not even that
Liverpool
far
are 2 points clear.
The top 3 is so close.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a good run of games, too, in the Prem.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I will throw all the salt against my London neighbors over here as I can. Yeah.
I don't want City winning it again. I do not want City winning it again.
Arsenal.
I'm not a Pep Guardiola fan. I'm sorry.
I'd rather have City.
No, I'm not a Pep fan. Don't come in like that. Ancelotti all day. Zidane all day.
Wait, who do you want to win out of City versus Arsenal? Because you talk about Arteta, which is like Pep's little brother, then, so it's the same thing as him winning.
Hey, it's 3 people in the title race. I'm going Liverpool. Get out of here with that nonsense.
I gave you 2 options here.
Wow.
What?
I gave you 2 options on purpose.
I cannot compute that. My CPU can't process that right now.
Come on, man. That's just...
It's a draw. It's a draw.
Oh.
Nah, because you're mad. Me like Arsenal, brother. They only tolerate them. Only side me more than Arsenal attack them.
Oh, no. Yeah, you got to change that light in your background to red, man.
No. Hell no.
It would be funny if it was red right now.
Hell no. You know why I hate Tottenham? You know why I hate Arsenal and Tottenham, but mostly Arsenal? Them walk out, everyone, London is red. London cannot be another color until another color wins the Champions League. I'm not even going to address them by the name.
Why does it have to be the Champions League, though?
Y'all gotta win. Y'all gotta get some kind of European pedigree.
No, seriously, if you really want to know why, you cannot be the kings of London when you haven't won the biggest trophy that has come to London.
Well, y'all bought that though.
The biggest trophy will come to London right now at the Champions League.
Y'all have less European pedigree than the team y'all just beat 6-0. West Ham has more European pedigree than y'all, even though y'all
get out of here.
Yeah, but ain't nobody know West Ham.
Yo, listen to me.
We took their best player.
But either way though, we took the best player who won the so-called European trophy. We have the most trophies in London. So
you may say. I'm willing to concede London is temporarily red if you win the Champions League this year. I tell you, win the Champions League, shut the fuck up. That's just what it is.
I'm being frank right now. Arsenal is not winning the Champions League.
Brother, it could have been Lewis other than France.
Arsenal is not winning the Champions League, and I don't think they will, to be honest.
See, and that's why you guys never win the Champions League. Believe in your team.
No, let me tell you something. I've been supporting this team for too long, and I know the team. I know when they can't win or they're going to win. I just know.
Yet still have a chance to come down about London.
They could put a run like Chelsea did.
Exactly.
But Chelsea is different.
You know
Chelsea is different. The much money they spend on, they have.
Yeah, they're going to shit with money. They spend money too.
Better than what the squad we have.
We didn't spend $1 billion.
They're not spend money. It doesn't matter if it's a penny or $1 billion. You spend money on players.
Your team.
All right. Watch out.
Your team that won the Champions League was a lot of money.
That's a bullshit because half of our team was homegrown players. The team that won the Champions League last half at the homegrown player.
Reece James and what is Chapman or whatever his name is. Fair enough.
Javier Abraham, homegrown. Andres Christensen, homegrown. Right? Trevor Chalobah, homegrown. Mason Mount, homegrown. Chilwell. No, Chilwell was bought from Leicester.
Reece
James, homegrown.
All right, it's homegrown. It's homegrown, but still.
Brother, you have no legs to stand on. Talk to me when we're in the European Cup. And you know what the worst part is? The reason why I say you guys have to win the reason
we don't have to win.
Let me land. The reason why I said it's realistic to win the Champions League this season for you guys. Other than Real Madrid and City, who else is playing proper football in Europe right now?
We're not beating Bayern on their worst day.
Oh no, I beat Bayern. Come off of my phone. Come off of my camera. Come on, clock here with your fuckery.
You realize I'm not being boisterous and talking shite. We're not beating Bayern on the worst day.
Do you see Bayern this season? You tell us you can't beat Bayern.
It doesn't matter. It legit doesn't matter. We played Bayern many times.
Ryan, you're telling me you don't believe you could beat Bayern with the form you guys are playing and how you guys are playing?
You want to bet?
To go there at Alliance Arena, that would be tough. They got Kane,
that's gonna be tough.
Against Arsenal.
Exactly.
And this is why you guys will win a Champions League.
There's a difference in Bundesliga and Champions League. Bayern will play ball in the Champions League. There's a reason why they have the most semi-final appearance in history.
All the Bayern teams, I think this is the best bet for Arsenal to beat them. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. There's no other team that's playing like you guys in Europe right now.
Watch Porto match. Watch Porto match.
What I'm getting.
Watch Porto match.
What I'm getting is Javier has no faith in his side when it comes down to the Champions League.
Let me tell you something. Don't have too much faith in Arsenal.
I have more belief in Arsenal than him. I hate these motherfuckers.
No. Let me tell you something. Don't have too much faith in Arsenal. When you do, your hopes are gonna go.
You know what?
I'm like a Spurs fan.
Bro, I just wanted the trophy to come back to London, bro. I just want us to be the dominant city. I just wanted us to be the dominant city in Europe.
I'm being completely honest. You can't have too much hope in Arsenal.
Jeez, I'm friend.
I'm like a Spurs fan.
Right? He sounds like a Spurs fan. No, we played well, but we know we're not going to win shit.
No, but I'm being honest. We had hope in the Europa League versus Yal in Baku, and we lost. We lost horribly.
Yeah, you could have never beat me. It's a European final and you think you're going to beat us? Get them. Sorry.
Hold on. So you think we beat Bayern won Champions League 6 times?
Because you guys have a better team. Arguably. All bullshit aside. Hold on. All bullshit aside. You can't tell me you're not playing better football than Bayern right now.
We are, but that's the same before. There's that difference
you guys beat City.
In the Bundesliga and the Champions League.
You guys beat City and not the fucks. You guys have bashed Liverpool and not the fucks. Are you going to tell me say you can't beat Bayern?
All I have to say, watch the Porto match and you see what's going to happen.
And if we lose in that Porto match, you can't say London is red ever again. If you guys lose to Porto, London will forever be neutral, blue, but you'll never be fucking red.
We
the
lost.
only time it's white, it's when we wear a white kit. Fuck that now,
No, but why you being a boisterous Jamaican? As I said before. As I said before.
When people chat
No, but I am right. I am right. I am right.
Cool. On your side.
We lost against Porto in Europa League as well, so you see what will happen.
You want to tell me it's a London Red? You know what? Moving on. Cause you come out with chat for right now.
No, but the main thing you brought is that Arsenal will win the Champions League. I tell us we're not.
No, I never did. I say Arsenal will win the Champions League? Should
win whatsoever.
I said the only team in the Champions League playing better football than Arsenal right now is arguably is Real Madrid and City. And Real Madrid doesn't have a defense right now. So if you guys are serious, you guys could beat Real Madrid. And I'm looking at this. Man, I laugh the poor lad.
Yeah.
No, Andrew, tell me if I'm talking shit.
You got too far.
Javier, I don't know what's gotten into you, but we are football fans. You're not supposed to be as rational as you're being right now. There's got to be a little irrational belief.
No, I'm being honest.
Everybody left in the Champions League. Who's playing better football apart from? I can't even say Real Madrid because Girona was missing key injured players. So, all right, apart from Real Madrid and City, who are playing better football? Let's look at this logically. Name a team that's playing better football right now. Apart, the only team I could probably give you is Inter, and even then, that still would be a match I'd like to see.
Yo, when Arsenal play?
Fair point. Maybe PSG might cause some damage, but
PSG are fucking. They're not gonna win. Better than that, no.
Arsenal are like the top-rated team. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I know. Game day is a different story, but what's so wrong with saying we can make a run, or you guys can make a run?
No, I'm pretty sure we can make a run.
Something I don't want to have here. That's all I'm saying.
Make a run, boy. I'm not having so much hope with Arsenal.
You know what? I'm not fighting for it. It's all you, bro. It's your team.
I'll back Javier a little bit and say that Barca on their day and Napoli on their day can easily beat Arsenal for like.
If Napoli don't knock out Barcelona, I am done, bro. I don't know about this sport no more.
Did I just not say on their day?
What day? The day for Barcelona hasn't been here this season.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
The day we play against Bayern and we bring on Eddie Nketiah to go again. I'm sorry.
Watch him score against Bayern.
Watch Nketiah come on and pull out a masterclass.
And then we give him another contract.
Yes.
Nketiah is gonna pull out a Origi masterclass. I'm telling you that right now.
Boy.
Alright, speaking of which, the Champions League is back.
Whatever.
Who's playing tomorrow? Let me look at that real quick.
City and Copenhagen.
Y'all are hurting my head right now, bro.
Yeah, City and Copenhagen. Leipzig and Real Madrid are tomorrow. And PSG, Sociedad, Lazio, Bayern.
Score predictions.
City definitely take this.
I'm going to say Haaland 3-0. Haaland,
they always concede a goal in the Champions League. It's 3-1. Hat-trick to Haaland, yeah.
Okay, if they do score, I'll say it's a more like 4-1, 5-1. Because they get more ruthless if you score against them. They don't like that.
Javier?
To be honest, I think Madrid can win tomorrow.
We're doing City Copenhagen first. Hold on.
Copenhagen. City win that. Probably 4-1. Definitely 4-1, probably. Yeah.
Okay. Real Madrid Leipzig.
Real for sure.
Yeah.
It has to be there.
You know.
Yeah.
But
Leipzig might cause damage at home.
It's in Leipzig. Bellingham is out for 2 to 3 weeks.
Who knows?
They don't have a defense right now, but Ibrahim will come in. Real Madrid are very Real Madrid, and it's a Champions League, so I gotta go 3-2 Madrid.
Okay.
Andrew?
I'll say 2-0.
Ooh, 2-1 Leipzig tomorrow. Shocker.
Javier? Madrid can win at least 3-2. I think it'd be a fight. So, yeah.
All right, on Wednesday, Lazio Bayern.
Bayern 5-0. Yeah.
Yeah, because they need a response. They need a response from the weekend. You're right.
Yeah,
right? No, for real.
definitely 5-0.
I'm gonna
It's
say
Bayern.
5-2. I'm gonna just say 5-2 just because I feel like they're gonna mess up a little bit. That's it.
Yeah, defensively, Upamecano.
2-0 Bayern.
I'm gonna go. The thing is, Bayern has to come back with a response, right? So I'm gonna go 4-2. 4-2.
You guys are going high scoring here. Oof.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know
man,
why
they need a
I'm
response.
feeling-
They need a response. That game on the weekend was atrocious, bro. They need a response. Tuchel gotta. If you know about the Bundesliga, as Javier would know, Bayern are not only expected to win the league and win games, they have to win it emphatically and with style.
Hey, that doesn't mean Lazio's going to give it away, though.
I know, but
True.
it's multiple goals. All right. PSG, Real Sociedad.
PSG.
Real
Yeah,
Sociedad.
PSG.
It has
I'm
to
going
be.
Real Sociedad. 2-0.
I think it could be a fight as well. Probably it could be a draw.
Yeah.
Maybe 2-2.
It's at Paris though.
Yeah. Oh,
It's at
yeah.
Paris.
Still.
Yeah. I'm gonna go either a 2-1 Real Sociedad or a 2-2.
I'll go with the 2-1 PSG.
I'm gonna say it's a 1-0. It's gonna be
Yeah, I
boring.
don't trust PSG in the Champions
It's
League.
gonna be
at all.
boring and dull.
Yeah. All right, so we will wait until next week's episode to do the score predictions for Porto Arsenal because I'm not getting back into Javier that again. Come back on that foolishness. All right, guys.
And I know I'll be right. I just know. I'll be right.
Real quickly before we wrap up, we forgot the biggest game in football yesterday. The biggest game in football. We're talking about the Super Bowl.
Oh.
Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mahomes. Good show.
Building a
Good show. Good
dynasty
show.
out there.
So wait,
His third Super Bowl ring, third MVP, right? Or is it
Yep.
five? No, it's fifth Super Bowl ring. Third
He's 3-3.
It's three.
He won
I
MVP.
can't remember the last time I watched NFL, to be honest. They will lie.
Come on.
Javier, what is it like down there when, like, the Super Bowl or, like, American football?
Oh, probably like a handful of people watch that, maybe. Depending
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
You have no interest in it?
I used to when New England was actually winning, New England Patriots, but after that, no.
We got a Brady fan here. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd
no.
rather. But
is it weird that
I wonder why Arsenal can't win the Champions League. Yeah, Booker go.
Is it weird? I wanted Mahomes to win, but I wanted I wanted Taylor Swift to lose somehow, but I knew that couldn't happen.
Yeah, that was not.
No.
They made it all about Taylor, bro.
Swift, man.
Yo,
You can't
I
fight
wanted. I was just like, I want Mahomes to win because he's the dude, but like, I just wanted Taylor Swift to lose. I just didn't like it.
Yeah, bro, because they made it all about Taylor.
But,
That show was annoying.
yeah, call me a hater for it, but I just wasn't feeling it. I just
Me
was
either,
like,
bro.
nah.
Me
I
either.
just wanted to bubble the
Don't
pop.
fight it. Just join.
Yo, did you see Ice Spice in the crowd?
Yeah, she was with them. Yeah.
What are you even doing there, bro?
Yo, they got a song. They be traveling. They make money when they appear together. I guess it's worth it to them. Hopefully, they actually friends and not just hating each other behind scenes. But you know.
Yeah, like Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. But that's a story for another day. Thank you guys for joining us on the Final Whistle podcast. It's been a great conversation, great argument. Some people come here some people come here with no confidence and no chest to back their team. Other people came here.
And I know I'll be right. I'll be back here, and you just have to say nothing. Like I know I'll be right regardless.
We'll see.
I know. When Champions League ends in May, right? In May, right? Champions League ends May.
Yeah, man.
This happens in May.
Javier, Javon is talking that talk about you have no trust, but he's not confident about being City. Like, what's going on, man?
We're
We're a mid-table team. Y'all are fighting for the title, aren't you?
Hey, exactly. Y'all want to be kings of y'all want to be champions of England? Okay. All right. Cool. Well, What's the point of qualifying for the Champions League with our top team if you're not going to actually try and win it? Oh Lord! Oh, we're in the Champions League. We made it to the group stage.
I'm not that pessimistic.
No.
Okay, I think we'll do good.
I remember,
thank you, Ryan. The only Arsenal fan here.
I won't put money.
I remember in 2015 to 2016 season, we're in that same position, and we just got 10-2 from Bayern.
Bro, but you're not the same team, though. You know what? What are these socials for the podcast? Because
don't have hope. Don't have hope. Don't have hope. I'm telling you that.
Man,
that was a drilling.
Wait, if it wasn't Bayern, it was Barcelona whooping our ass too.
Either one of them, either one. And we're actually a decent team in 2015 to 2016. We're decent. So,
listen to me. You do what you want, bro. You don't want to believe in your team. It is what it is. Thank you for joining us on the Fan House podcast. I've been your host, Javon. I was here with Ryan, Andrew, and Javier. Please remember to follow us at the Fan House podcast at Instagram, the Fan House 10 on X/Twitter, whatever the name is now, and the Fan House 2022 on TikTok. You'll see us on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe. I always forget to say it at the end of the video. So please like, share, subscribe, get the likes up, get the page up, get it growing, get it going. And look out for our in-person podcast coming soon with live reaction when goals happen. And Ryan and I are going crazy. Andrew and I are going crazy if we beat Arsenal when that comes.
If you hate Tottenham.
When we confident here.
Yeah. Shots over here, boy. Let's go. If you hate Tottenham. If you.
I'm going with that. I'm going with that.
This man over here want none of this conversation, none of this confidence. Jaja, you. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. From your host. Peace.